Hi guys, welcome back to the Main Road Expedition. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two league games at home against Manchester United, and we follow it up with the game against league leaders Warrington afterwards. As you can see, we're sat in 8th place. We're not doing too badly, really. I mean, like I say, we were favourites for relegation, and to be quite honest, I'm really happy with where we're at, to be fair. Despite the start to the season we had a massive crash in form, as you know. But recently, form has been very, very good. We were unbeaten in 9 games, and then we played Stalybridge, and we lost by 4 goals to 0. We just didn't generate anything from the match. I issued out a number of fines to players as well. It was an extremely poor performance, as you can see by the match ratings there on your right. I'm probably in the way of most of them, but hopefully you can see at least a few of them. We had 6 yellow cards over the course of the game, and what is it? 6 players rated 6 or 6.1, and it is not good enough, especially after that run that we were on. We were looking quite strong, but we go into today's games off the back of that defeat, and the goal scorers for Staley Bridge largely included this guy. It was McLeod who bagged a hat trick, and as you can see, he's a very good finisher, good composure as well, determined character with plenty of pace, and he's actually going to be getting released at the end of the season. Now, he is a player that I am potentially going to look into trying to sign, depending on our. I don't know what's happened there. Depending on our stature financially, and things are getting worse. It has to be said. The owner's not showing any sign of budging. We're now £200,000 plus in the red, and for a club of this level, I don't know how much longer this club can go on like this. And we're maxed out on wage budget as well. I can't imagine the board will give me any more money for next season, despite the stability that we're currently showing. And being sat in 8th place is certainly a very good position to be in. A couple of, again, if we get a decent run of form toward the end of the season, we could still potentially make a run for the playoffs. But if we beat Warrington as well, relatively speaking, we'll still be within touching distance of that top spot as well. So there's certainly reasons to be positive, but at the same time, I think our inconsistency in the middle part of the season has certainly cost us. If we'd have won a number of games there, we could be comfortably top of the table by now. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And one of those defeats that we had in that dismal run previously was against Manchester United. They battered us 3-1 last time out. So we're going into this game. I am hopeful that we can get a good result, like I say, but we'll have to see how we get on. We've got McGee in goal with Matthew, Furtado, Adewoju and Bates at the back, Thomas, Williams, Yusuf and Danawa in midfield, with Norton and Sangare up front. And again, hopefully we can just play to our strengths, really. We were shocking all over the pitch, as I mentioned, against Stalybridge. But off the back of a 9-game unbeaten run, it's not really destroyed team morale at all recently. So it's just going to be a case of trying to reinvigorate the side and just get our confidence back up after that defeat. If we can get a win here, it will certainly show good signs going forward, in my opinion. Opening 10 minutes, very, very quiet. No attempt to go from either side so far. And possession very even as well. So it's going to be a close game, hopefully. Stalybridge were all over us in the previous game, and at this point we were really under the cosh straight away. And there's a potential chance brewing here for Mask United. Here is Cunningham. Looking over the top, Danawa does well to get a hold of it, and he clears, but there's no one up there. And Bajang finds Cunningham. Now Brockbank. Shenton made the run, but Adewoju got in there and cleared. Bates looking to further it away, but again, poor direction on the pass, and now Atkinson, good interception by Furtado, but Scott managed to get in there. Now Sakura. Looking over the top again for Scott. Matthew got it away, but the keeper's out of position. But luckily we managed to stop them getting a shot away. But the chance is still there, and here is Scott now. Brilliant control, and Furtado has brought him down. And we have conceded a penalty. McGee's not done well at saving penalties all season. And Danny Rowe steps up and scores. He scored a hat-trick against us last time out. The veteran striker has scored a few more goals since then. He'd only scored 2 goals in the season before scoring a hat-trick against us last time out. So not an ideal start. Furtado conceding the penalty, and we need to sharpen up here. And I think, to be honest, we're going to demand more straight away. We were poor last time out, like I say, and we really need to get our focus back in. I'm hoping that we don't go on a dismal run like we did after our previous run of winning games. But at the moment, after that heavy defeat against Staley Bridge, it's looking very much like it could be a similar story today. Really disappointing first half. We've not seen any highlights in our favour, and we are certainly going to have to sort ourselves out. I mean, it's a bit of a difficult one. We started with the formation to start the season, of course. It worked for 10 games, and after that we fell apart. Changed the formation, it worked for 10 games, and I'm hoping we don't fall apart here. But Jack Williams with a strike just over the bar. Good to see us creating a decent goal-scoring opportunity. But Darren Norton, he's rating a 6.1. And again, you're looking at poor performances, and it's not good enough. He's also had a yellow card, so we're going to get Iron Tour on for him. Nathan Thomas has done absolutely nothing today. Ehimamiego is going to come on in there. And Furtado apparently is having a good game, but he gave away the penalty, so I'm not too sure why that rates the way it does. A goalkeeper is in danger of losing his discipline. Not too sure how that works, but Jack Bates and Jack Williams are also in danger of the same thing. So we'll just do the 2 substitutions for now, and it is going to be something that we have to keep an eye on. We have done 20 fouls though, and we are going to take Furtado off. He's also tiring too. So, and again, we're just going to drop a bit of encouragement this time. Matthew with the ball forward, Sikora easily dealing with it, and they get it away. Jack O'Connor doing well with the header. Jack Williams looking over the top though. Here's Iron Tor, big chance for Tor, and he smashed it off the crossbar. And Roxburgh, who had a brilliant game against us last time out, easily claiming that one. He's not really been tested from us today. It's been a very disappointing performance so far. Yusuf with a delivery towards the centre, and it's bundled about in the penalty area. And a foul has been given against Adewoju. And potential chance here though. Mamiego swings it in looking for Denaur. It's cleared away, but Yusuf picks it up. Strikes it from distance, and again a good save from Roxburgh. Slightly eccentric really from the keeper. I don't think he needed to do quite what he did there. But hopefully we can get something from the resulting corner. Yusuf swings it in. Adewoju attacked it, couldn't get there. And it's another corner. Again, dropping a bit of encouragement. Yusuf again to swing it in. Here it comes. Cleared away again quite comfortably. Denaur picks it up. Couldn't get anything going, but he's got it again. Coming down this right-hand side. Again, struggling to get a cross in. And the keeper claims it with ease. And again, we've not even looked like scoring today. We had a good spell of scoring goals, obviously. And Yusuf over the bar there. But again, we're just looking a bit toothless up front. We're getting more attempts in at goal, but we're not looking like converting a chance. And it's very, very disappointing, it has to be said, considering the run that we've had. We certainly deserve a point from this game, and I'm hopeful that we can get back into it, but we need to just create that one last opportunity. Here's Sangare now, moving forward down this right-hand side. He swings it in. Iron Tor and Roxburgh again comfortably making the save. Again, he's had a very good game against us, the goalkeeper. And I certainly think we're going to have to slow down with these fouls as well. 30 fouls nearly in this game we've given away. And it's another very disappointing defeat in another game that we've not looked like scoring. It is not looking promising if we want a good run of form going into the end of the season, that is for sure. We needed a result there, and we haven't got it. It's difficult, really, because none of our strikers are scoring regularly. Even Sangare started to go quiet. He started off superbly after signing. Since then, he has not done a thing, really. And Darren Norton has been awful for this second half of the season so far. Since we've gone to the 4-4-2, in fact, Darren Norton has not played well at all. and Iron Tours hardly scored any goals this season. We've certainly got some big decisions to make going into next season, that is for sure. I mean, Sangare has worked to a point this season, but I can't. It's a difficult one. And Iron Tour, he's on a lot of money. Every single one of the players are out of contract um, at the end of this season anyway. We haven't tied down anybody so far, and 2 games with no goals after going to a 4-4-2 setup. So we've got two. I wouldn't mind, but we know both of these strikers are capable of scoring, but they're just not at it at the moment. And yeah, as I was saying, it's very, very difficult at the minute to see where the next goal is going to come from. I mean, every single one of these players, like I say, is out of contract. We've got some good quality. I think Yusuf will probably end up staying in the midfield, but we've really got to look at ourselves at the moment. Ryan Brunt played 1 game and scored 2 goals in that game, so I think it's going to be high time for him to come back into the side. And maybe even Scott McCarthy. He's not played for quite some time either, but as you can see, average rating of our strikers, 6.28 for Iron Tour, 6.4 for Scott McCarthy, both players of which have played 30 games, so it's been very disappointing, really. Darren Norton, he's down to a 6.5 as well, but he's had 19 goal contributions this season, so it's extremely difficult to make these decisions, especially when we're not in a position where we can afford to do a lot else in the way of signings at the moment. But that is for the end of the season. When it comes toward getting ready for next season through the summer, we've got a week to get through before we go against the league leaders Warrington. We're away from home, so it's not going to be particularly easy. And we'll, fingers crossed, we'll just see how things go, and hopefully we can at least grab ourselves a goal. Okay then, guys, here we go. We're against the league leaders. We're away from home. Oh, they're not the league leaders, I've just noticed. Macclesfield are now the league leaders. So we're against second place, Warrington, and we're comfortably in eighth. We're 5 points clear of of Ashton United, and then a further point of Ashington, Marsk, and Chorley. I think a top half finish is pretty much going to be secured with 6 games to go. It's just going to be a case of if we can pick up the odd result, it would see as well. I've taken off the hard tackling trait that we had just to get stuck in. I've taken that away because it just wasn't really working for us, to be honest. We're going to give Ryan Brunt a chance as that target forward again. We're going to drop Sangare for today's game. Jack Williams is also going to start up front for the first time in quite some time. And Gascoigne comes into the midfield. Keeling also comes in at right back. But another thing I've been debating is McGee and Houston. Houston has only played the 1 game this season in a cup tie, which we won by 5 goals to 2 against, albeit a lesser team. But McGee's form, he's on the verge of a clean sheet milestone to get the most clean sheets in a season for us as well. So it's a bit of a strange one for him at the moment, but we'll have to review that as we go. And I think we'll definitely get a Mamiego on the bench as well. So going into the game, again, it's going to be a bit of an anomaly, but hopefully we can do well in this game and at least, like I say, get on the score sheet. The last 2 games we've looked a little bit toothless. We've changed both of our strikers today. Warrington had the better of us last time out. Ryan Brunt is a much more natural target forward despite his poor rating. It's only because he's getting on a little bit. But he's a fairly big, strong lad, so hopefully he can do the job. Jenkinson with a crossing toward the far post and Barrett with the header just over the top. Warrington creating a chance extremely early here, and I hope that that's not a sign of things to come, but it certainly looks like it could be. They have a free kick in a dangerous position. McGee's position a little bit questionable. Aluabori strikes it, and it's only just over. Considering the distance out, I'm surprised that he took a shot from there, but it's all right. We're still at 0-0. They've just lost a player to injury, which is a bit of a bonus from our point of view, but I'm not entirely sure where he was positioned, so it probably won't affect the game too much anyway. Here's Burnett delivering it forward. Good header from Keeling, but he's not got the support, and McAdam picks it up into Brogan. And now Scarborough. Tried to get the strike away. It's a good clearance, but it's a good pass. Oluwabore couldn't get there. Ryan Brunt couldn't win the header either. And it's just being constantly recycled and coming back at us. McGee did well to keep that in, to be fair. Keeling with a bit of a strange header back. Brewer into Evans now. Now Barrett. Into Thornton. Looking over the top again. Adewoju clears. Matthew, finally we win a second ball. Here is Thomas now. Nathan Thomas doing superbly to keep a hold of it. Jack Williams looking over the top. Ryan Brunt potentially in behind here. Ryan Brunt, that's a lovely finish from the veteran striker. 2 goals in his 1 appearance so far. Second appearance, and he has given us a goal. It's a really good finish from him. And clearly, I mean, he's got good composure, I might add as well. I think he's got good composure. I seem to recall he had good composure rating as well, but he's had a lot of experience over the years at higher levels of the game, and that has proved quite invaluable here. It's a very calm and collected finish, and Jack Williams with the link-up play as well. Obviously, the fact that Jack Williams also plays in midfield also means that the link-up play could be slightly better. So, as you can see, in terms of number of chances, Warrington are much better than we are, but we are the ones that have the goal. We've had the 1 attempt on target, and we've converted it. Hopefully we can continue that into the second half. The rotation of the strikers certainly seems to be helping. McGee's also having a good game in goal. Hopefully that will continue as well. It's another free kick from quite a distance, and Oluwabore strikes it, and again it's over the bar. McGee did dive for that one though, so it must have been a bit closer than he anticipated. Oluwabore again striking a free kick, and again it's wide. Fortunately, they're far enough out each time with these free kicks that they're not getting too close, which is quite advantageous from our point of view, and we hold on to this lead. McGee doing well to claim that. I'm glad he didn't misjudge that, to be quite honest. And he looks to deliver it forward. Holds on to it a little bit, smashes it forward, and Jack Williams looking to get onto it, and the defender's missed his header, and Jack Williams has scored here. It's a proper Route 1 style goal, but it has worked. Jack Williams hasn't scored many this season, but that is a very important goal in the context of this match. 2-0 now, 25 minutes to go, and clearly the front 2 changeover has certainly worked here. Jack Williams and Ryan Brunt both on the score sheet as we seek the 3 points here. Warrington not looking too positive for them either. Macclesfield winning 1-0 against Buxton. So Macclesfield potentially could end up with a bit of a gap at the top of the table as it stands. Here is Burnett, launches it forward for Warrington, looking for Donaldson. Adewoju, well, he brought it down, but no one seemed to react after that, and Donaldson picks it up into Brogan. Joseph into Evans, and that is a big, big error from Adewoju. Both our centre-backs are quite tired. But look at the number of yellow cards we've got. We're going to have to make some changes here. Keeling's going to come off for Jack Bates. I mean, Ryan Brunt's on a yellow card. Sangari can come on for him. And we'll get Townrow on in the midfield, I think. Just switch him and Gascoigne round. And hopefully we can just keep Warrington at bay for these last 15 minutes or so. We've gone Route 1 again there. It's not quite worked, and Brogan picks it up. Looking for Joseph. Matthew clears, as does Furtado, but struggling to get the ball down. Yusuf picks it up and launches it. Nothing comes of it. And Bates, Townrow and Sangari come on for these last 10 minutes. Hopefully it will be enough just to show the game up. But Donaldson is in behind again. And Donaldson is around McGee. Adewoju brilliantly getting back in time to clear. Bates blocks the ball in from Oluwabore. We survive by the skin of our teeth there as McAdam finds Donaldson. McAdam again. Inside to Brogan. Adewoju again just leaving it. I'm not entirely sure what's happening at the back for us, but McGee knocks it clear. Sangari looking to win the header. Brewitt couldn't get there. And Sangari launched himself to try and win the ball there. It was a shocking challenge, really. Luckily for us, he didn't make contact, but he picks it up here, Sangare, and he does have support ahead of him. That's a good pass into Nathan Thomas, who plays it into Danawa. The pace has got him behind, but he ran straight at the goalkeeper, who claimed it, and he launches it very early, the keeper, and Oluwabore, luckily for us, Jack Bates, the fresh man at fullback, managed to get in there. But Brogan knocks it over the top, and Donaldson's in behind again. He lofts it over the keeper. McGee was stranded there, but luckily for us it went over. And it's a corner right at the end of this match. Can we hold on? It'd be a great scout for us, really. Adewoju clears. Denawa can't get there. Brewitt picks it up. They're going away from goal, but the referee finally blows the whistle. It's a really good result. Warrington deserved more from the game, it has to be said, but we have done the job in the end. Jack Williams and Ryan Brunt with the goals. Defensively, we looked a lot better, despite the occasional errors that we saw. But that is a big, big 3 points. And it does mean that we're still potentially in touch with the playoffs. It's not been the aim, obviously the aim was to be safe, but we've gone so far above expectation that we are in a position where we could challenge. And considering we're 5 points clear of ninth and a further point of 10th and 11th, I think a top half finish is a phenomenal achievement, and I think it's very achievable right now. Just got to maintain and grab a couple of results along the way. So we've got Curzon Ashton, Warrington Rylands and Bradford Park Avenue to play. They will be done off camera, and we will come back for Farsley Celtic and Hyde for the last 2 games of the season, and we'll see where we can finish up from there. A massive attendance for that away game against Warrington, by the way, 1,614. As you can see, our average attendances at home have been shocking. But again, our facilities just don't match where we're at the moment, and there's not a lot we can do about it. So certainly a lot to aim for. We've got 3 big games coming up, and then we'll be back for Farsley Celtic and Hyde to finish off the season. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.